Hey there folks, how we doing? Time for another video of vinyl finds. It's a new month and a new batch of records, and I got just a small stack here to show you. Nothing extravagant, nothing like grails or anything like that, but a decent stack to go through. So let's get started here, alright? We'll start with Journey, the album Departure. Found a decent copy of it, obviously a reissue of some kind, but this cover was in fantastic shape and has the original insert, which is not falling apart or splitting, so, and the record coming through, so real cool. And the vinyl's very clean with these real attractive custom labels. And the music on here is really good. Everyone knows about my appetite for 80s music, so obviously I'm a fan of Journey. And being from Northern California, we got hosed down with a lot of Journey here in Northern California in the 80s, but they were one of the biggest bands around in this area, so really cool to score this. Never had this ever on cassette or CD, because I didn't have to. Back in the day, they wouldn't stop playing Journey on the radio, so real cool to actually have this. And I was listening to this last night, and this was an enjoyable record to listen to. I was having a lot of fun with it, so really glad I put this in the collection. Another one from Journey is Evolution. Again, never owned this before, so I was really happy to have put this in the collection as well, which was a store that just had a lot of good Journey albums to sell, so I bought a couple. And what's interesting about this record is I think this is what bands would call the promo trifecta, which is basically a gold stamp promo record. Hopefully the light will catch that so you can see what I'm talking about. Then of course the white promo label that the record company puts on front of the album cover. And as we take out the record, it is a white label promo. So really nice to have that. Really nice to have that. And this is a fun album, touching, pulling, squeezing, or whatever the hell it's called. Where is it on here? Loving, Touching, Squeezing. It's like the big single from this record, but it is a good album. Came with the original insert. Here's all the credits, and here's pictures of the band. Really cool find, and happy to store it. Just to add to some of my Journey collections, I have all the 80s records. Now I'm starting to go a little bit backwards with Journey here and cover some of the old albums. I always liked their album covers. I always thought Journey had some cool album covers. People say the music is so AOR and overplayed, overproduced, but I always thought they had cool album covers, so really glad to put both of these in my collection. This is a rebuy from OMD, and it's just self-titled OMD Orchestral Movies in the Dark. This is a compilation from their first two albums, and it's also a gold stamp promo. Hopefully that'll come in so you guys can see. Well, I don't think the camera's in focus, but gold stamp promo. Sorry. And I had a copy of this already, but my copy, the album cover, the album jacket was not in very good shape. Vinyl was fine, but vinyl jacket was in terrible shape, so real happy to have replaced it. And it's on Epic with the Virgin logo down there on the side. Real nice album, great songs on it, and vinyl is real clean, plays really nice, so a good upgrade to the copy I had already, and now I got an extra copy of this. And this album is not very easy to find in my area, so this is a tough record to hunt down, and it feels great to have such a good copy now. This cover is in great shape, so real happy to have found an upgrade to this album. And now I got an extra of this, but really happy to put this one in the collection because this is in such great shape, and like I said, it's not an easy record to find. It has Enola Gay, Electricity, Messages, some great songs on this compilation, so really happy. Also from OMD, a 12-inch single for the song Forever Live and Die from the Ellen Pacific Age. Really cool song. I remember this one from the late 80s. It was such a good tune. And on here we have the extended mix, the single, the 7-inch single version, and the song This Town is also on here. And it is on A&M is the label. And sounds really good on my turntable. A cool mix. Bass is real heavy. This is a really well mixed record. The mix is fantastic, and I love the bass tones on it. Sounds really nice. So, real cool 12-inch single. Also from the same band and the same album, 12-inch single for the song We Love You from OMD. Extended, so we get an extended mix of the song, and a 7-inch version, the dub version. Basically a whole lot of different versions of that song We Love You, and it's on this white label promo from A&M. There we go. So really nice to put that in my OMD 12 inches collection. I was listening to this last night. You know, even though I love collecting 12-inch singles, what really bugs me sometimes is when they just throw different dance versions of the same song, and you keep hearing the same song over and over in different mixes. I would have liked to have heard a rare B-side or something like that, or a song that was left off the album, previously unreleased, but they just went with a bunch of different mixes, and oh well. But still a great song, and I forgot to show this. This is also a gold stamp promo. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. So gold stamp promo. Real cool song. So the 12-inch singles collection for OMD is just growing and growing. Hopefully I'll have everything they ever put out. That'd be fun to have. Oh well, let's go on. Next up is from Fishbone. It's A Wonderful Life. I remember MTV showing them a lot in the early 80s to mid 80s. They were always a fun band, I thought. Really energetic, really dug their sound. Interesting to look at. So really cool to have put this in the collection. And I don't remember what label it is on. Oh yeah, it's on the red Columbia label. And vinyl seems to be in good shape, so very clean. I'm sure it will play pretty nice because I haven't listened to it yet. I barely got these records yesterday and wanted to hurry up and do a video and then listen to the records later, which is a weird order to do it in, but oh well, that's just how I roll, I guess. Anyway, and then of course on the hype sticker, it does have the mention that the song is played on MTV. I thought that was good for being an 80s kid. Some memorabilia like that is cool to have. So really cool to put this in the collection. All right, folks, I showed you a few records from other bands, and now time to show some Marillion. You knew it was coming. Come on, turn that frown upside down. All right, Marillion. This is called Radiation. This album. Really cool artwork on this record, as you can see. Very nice. This album originally came out in 1998, I believe, and last year the band remastered it and put it out on vinyl and CD, so obviously this is the vinyl, and some great artwork on here. Very good artwork on this album. It's a gatefold record. There's a gatefold, one side lyrics, one side this real spooky picture. Artwork on this album is really good. I especially love that cover. That cover looks fantastic. I wouldn't rate this album as like one of the best Marillion ever put out. I wouldn't put this in the top 5 or anything like that. But with that said, it's an enjoyable album from the Hogarth era. Really did enjoy the music on here. The remix is really good. Great clarity, some great depth in the tones, the bass tones. They did a really great job of remixing this album. Sounds fantastic. And it is on blue vinyl, as you can see here, with these really nice custom labels. I don't even know which end that goes up. And here's the back side of it. Really nice record here. And blue is my favorite color for colored vinyl. So it was and when I bought this, I didn't know it was on blue vinyl. When I opened it up and looked at it, I was like, oh, pleasant surprise. Beautiful looking record. Music's enjoyable on here. Like I said, I wouldn't say it's their best, but it's not their worst either. It's an enjoyable record. And let me just put this back in there. Once you get them in, it's hard to put them in back in easily. All right, and this album only has 3 sides of music. So side 1, side 2, and then side 3 of the second disc contain music. And there we go. And then side 4 has this etch design, which will be next to impossible to show on camera. You can kind of see it there, the etching on it, the laser etching. Hard to show. It's hard to show it on the camera, but there's there is a line design on the side 4, which looks really good. There gives you an idea of what it looks like. But really nice package put together. Marillion put so much care into their vinyl packaging. Really great. So really cool. Some great songs on here. Side 4 probably is side 3 is probably my favorite, with Cathedral Wall and A Few Words for the Dead. Under the Sun sounds great. Answering Machine and 3 Minute Boy sound fantastic. They're great songs. So really happy to put this in the Marillion collection. Such a killer album. Now, since I brought up Marillion, I saw a couple days ago online that Marillion announced the dates for their Merlin Weekend, which is their fan convention. They're going to have it in Montreal, Canada. They're also going to have it in the UK, and some dates are available in France. And they have this every year or two. They'll play for an entire weekend. And I think the last convention they played the album Brave in its entirety. One before that they played Holidays in Eden in its entirety on their different days of the weekend. Different themed shows where they play a bunch of Marillion songs. But looks like an awesome event to go to. So this year they announced in 2015 they're going to have it again, April of 2015. And I was thinking, okay, 2015, that year would be the 30th anniversary of the album Misplaced Childhood. Well, for those of you who don't know, it would be the anniversary of this album right here, Misplaced Childhood. So 2015, this album will be 30 years old. And since they always do something special for these shows, I would think they would probably play that album in its entirety. Who knows, maybe they could even get Fish to come in and sing all of side 1, or just sing Kaylee and Lavender, or come out and say something, or just wait for the crowd. Who knows? Wouldn't that be special? I mean, I don't know if they're going to do that. I'm just fantasizing here. But I would think 30th anniversary, they would probably do something that special. So here's hoping that they do, because this is such an amazing album. And if it's celebrating its 30th birthday, they gotta do something extra special, and I think they would do it at Merlin Weekend, but that's just me. All right, let's move on. Enough of Marillion. We got Genesis Duke here, an album I already owned, but this one is special. This album was printed in the Netherlands, and all this is the same old gatefold as the old one I had. But because it's printed in the Netherlands, it doesn't have the custom label. It is on the good old-fashioned famous Charisma label. So Duke on the famous Charisma label, and just cool to have. Obviously I have the album already, but mine has the white custom label with the cartoon character kind of printed all around the outside of the circle label. Really cool to see this album on a Charisma label. That I did not have in the collection, and that's why I did not hesitate to pull the trigger on this one. And just put it in the Genesis collection just for that reason only. I know I'm sick, but that is the only reason I got this. I don't even know if I'll listen to this. Obviously I will one day, but I've heard this album a billion times. I love this album to death, some great songs on it. I just got it because it was on the Charisma label. But still a fantastic find, Genesis Duke. Alright, I'm going to close this video up by showing you a few 45 singles I got, 7-inch records. Since I just showed Genesis, I'm going to show this one. This is a record from Mike Rutherford, and from the song Walking in Line, if you can say it's on, which is also on Charisma, Walking in Line, and on the back we have the song Compression from Mike Rutherford. This song was from his first album, Small Creeps Day, first solo album. An excellent album. When I bought this and brought it home and started listening to it, it made me whip out the Small Creeps album and listen to it. And Walking in Line is a great song, and the whole album shows some great guitar work by Mike Rutherford, who was not really known for lead guitar, but really came into his own on that album. It's an excellent, excellent album, Small Creeps Day. And the B-side, which was the song Compression, this song right here, this was recorded during the sessions of the Small Creeps Day album, but never made it to the album. And I remember I heard it online and just saved it as an MP3 and thought, what a great song. Hopefully have a copy of it somehow. And now I found it on a 45 vinyl record, which made this a big find for me, even though it's not a very valuable 45 speed record. It's valuable to me personally because I love that song Compression, and you can't find it anywhere. It's not on the CD from Small Creeps Day. It's not on the album. It's just a throwaway song, and so I'm really happy to now have it on this little 7-inch record. Really cool find. And from Queen, a 7-inch single for the song Crazy Little Thing Called Love, and it came with the picture sleeve. There's the record in the back. I'll take it out so you can see. Always love that song. It's on the EMI label. So there we go. Crazy Little Thing Called Love. On the B-side, we have the live version of the song We Will Rock You, which is more like a fast-paced hard rock version, not the radio version you hear on classic rock radio. And it's recorded live, so very interesting choice for a B-side. And I don't see too many picture discs picture sleeves for Queen 7-inch records, so this made this a cool find. Also from the same band, Queen, Hammer to Fall 7-inch record. Really cool here. Was really surprised to find this one, and I like the label, the custom label, black from EMI. Really, really cool, and we'll show you right here. And there we go, Queen, Hammer to Fall. This is the edited version, really cool. And on side 2, we have the song Tear It Up from Queen. Tear It Up is actually a really good high-energy rock song, so some good rockin' songs from Queen. Always loved the song Hammer to Fall, especially when Queen performed it live on during Live Aid, their Live Aid performance. They did such a great job. That was like the highlight of their set on Live Aid, was playing Hammer to Fall. I thought it sounded awesome. Most people like We Are the Champions and We Will Rock You. My highlight for me, without a doubt, was hearing Hammer to Fall. It's such a great song. Well, that's going to do it there for my little vinyl video here. We're almost approaching 20 minutes, so I better shut up and turn this camera off. Hope everybody was enjoying the weekend. There's been some great videos being posted on the VC these days, and the VC is awesome. So please comment, and we'll get a chat going. Take care, folks. See you next video.